Bring in the next caller. Hello, you're live. Hi.
Hey, sorry, I had to pause the video real quick.
It's okay. What you got, man?
So I was the guy who messaged you on Twitter that wanted to talk about online news of the week.
Okay, what do you got for me? I can't
So,
promise to know what you're going to talk about because I don't keep up with all the drama stuff, right?
well, very fair, but I think you've been witnessing it grow over the last few weeks with, Mike from PEA growing more and more anti-Semitic to the point of yelling blood liable. Hasan, essentially being such an extremist. What was it, today or the other day? Forgive me. Went on a rant about how Kamala Harris would be the exact same as Donald Trump. And now we have Destiny, who's just openly wanting to dox people.
Okay, well, doxing is bad. I disavow doxing. Anyone who's doxing, left, right, center, my team, their team, Destiny's team, Hasan's team, any team that doxes, you shouldn't do that. I disavow doxing bad. Okay.
But it's not just, in essence, disavowing. Do you not think that just as you were equally saying that, for Pisco and Ikana Boy, we should despise any connections or, affiliating with what they are, especially in the Democratic Party? Do you not think
What do you
equally
mean?
so would be Destiny and all these other people who have gotten more extreme over the last year?
So I don't have the same opinion or argument as Destiny when it comes to Pisco and Nagana Boy. And I think I said this after the panel that I had with them a couple weeks ago when Destiny had left. I don't think Ikana Boy should have left Live and Learn or should have been kicked out of Live and Learn. I don't think that Pisco needs to disavow or stop working with Straightering. I do think that the Democrats, as a rule, and Pisco and Ikana Boy, I think that they're not their ignorance of what I think the left, the lefties, the socialists, the communists do in these spaces is what makes it a problem. If they are aware, right, that a lot of socialists, a lot of communists will try to subvert and infiltrate these spaces, I think it's fine to work with them or on a specific issue, and I think it's fine to have them on your show or even co-host with them, right? Um, so
But
yeah,
I think it's getting a little bit lost because I'm not just
wait,
focused on the aspects of them being socialist or, Hassan Piker being a freaking tanky.
oh, you're
I'm
talking
more
about the
focused.
doxing? Yeah, I think doxing
No,
is
not
bad.
just doxing. It's the notion of we have now allowed a festering idea of extremism is okay within our party to the point where anybody that goes low, we need to go lower.
Oh yeah, the we're gonna get revenge on you for what you did is a problem. I agree as a concept. I think that, and I've argued with Destiny about this, right? That he's like, well, they're doing it, we should be able to do it too. I don't think that that's necessarily the case, especially in situations where the other side is doing what I would consider immoral actions. I don't think we need to sink to their level, and this is an argument me and Destiny have had many a time, right? He knows my stance on this. I know his stance on this. I
But
think
and
he is
I get
just
that
wrong.
from I get that from your standpoint, but is it not time to say that he has become so, not him specifically, but all these characters has become so cancerous to not just the party, but just even platforms altogether, where now we're seeing like Nicholas Fiorio have a commentator civil war over this entire situation.
I don't know. Like, I know who he is. I just don't know what you're referring
It's the
to.
whole situation where Destiny and Willie Mack show are like talking and like co friends in regards to the doxing situation against Augie and a bunch of other stuff that's going on.
I am. I
But like
am.
that's just what I'm saying. It's even gotten to the point where it's spreading past
You're
political
using names
communities.
I'm not familiar with,
A
but
small commentary,
oh no,
guys.
hold on. I think that it's not okay. I'll give you. I'll be real with you. It's not coming from on top and seeping to the small communitary communities. It's the opposite. Commentary has always been this way. This is not new. This is not different. This is standard practice for them forever. What's different is it's seeping up into these more mainstream kind of bigger platforms, and they are, for whatever reason, being uh, able to pull levers on these bigger stages. But no, this isn't new kind of
I'm not
behavior.
saying that it's new, but I'm saying in the past how people used to be ejected from YouTube, we should treat those like Mike from PA, like Hasan, like freaking Keffels, like freaking Destiny as aerosol in the past and
So I
completely get rid
guess
of them. Stop thinking or caring.
there's two things. Someone wants to come on, I guess, and fight you on the doxing thing. Is that okay?
I guess.
I guess too. But before I do that, I don't know who he is. Maybe he's stupid and we'll kick him. I don't know. But the second thing
Because
I ask is, before I bring him on, what what is your advocacy here for me, right?
my advocacy for you is, even though I understand, especially with your conversations recently, he's a bit of a cash cow, to no longer associate or work or utilize him like aerosol of the past.
Oh well, I would have I've had Nazis on my show. I would have a murderer on my show. I'd have a rapist on my show. I'm not here like platforming you or having you on my show doesn't mean I condone your actions in any way, shape, or form. And if I'd have a Nazi on the show, if I felt it was appropriate to the topic, why would I not have someone who even if I will grant you everything you said, um, is a doxer on my show? Why wouldn't I do that?
Mm, Probably
I'd have a
because we
socialist on my
shouldn't.
show. I'd have a communist on my show.
Well,
I've had
because it's
communists on my show
it
before.
it's not the theory or the ideals that they apply to. It's the action that's committed that we don't want in civil society. The same reason why I have a small platform, but I've been so scared to actually join the internet is because of this type of idiocy.
People are asking me, would I have Hasan on my show? Yes, I'd have Mike from PA on my show. I've had Tankies on my show. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like this
I think
idea.
what's getting lost a little bit is, though, it's not just their ideals, it's the
No,
actions and what they
Tankies
say
who
and do.
have behaved badly. Hasan, who I believe has behaved badly and done bad actions. Like I'd have them on my show, right? I don't see being on my show as me condoning what you are doing. If they
Then
have
I
done
get
something illegal, right? Then the law should take care of that.
Then do you not think, or actually not even not think, prior to you getting the gentleman on, would you say that it's whatever in your mind, or it's a negative that the Fuck America tour had a bit of difficulty starting up due to what is his destiny attitude, especially with the
Oh
political
yeah,
sphere nowadays?
again, as I've argued with Destiny, I think it loses him opportunities. I think it hurts us. I think it hurts Democrats. I think it hurts our electoral ability. And we've had this argument. Yes, I agree with you on there. But let's bring in the gentleman.
Of course.
Hello, gentleman caller.
Hello.
Yellow?
You had an issue with this guy, so go ahead. Make me content, baby.
Yeah. So first of all, you say that you should eject Destiny because of the doxing. Do you think that all doxing is the same? And is doxing always bad?
I mean, I feel like that's a little bit of a silly question, but not all doxing is the same. But, doing docs for whatever reason is wrong. I can say that, yeah.
It's not for any reason, it's for a specific reason.
Well, I'm more talking about outside of the legal perspective and more of just the social acceptation that we have of the practice.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So it sounds
can
like
you
you went to
see?
argue
Hold
the
on,
legal notion.
let Raymond, is that your name? Let him finish.
No, it's DRT0, but I can't change it in the
Oh,
server.
sorry. I'll change it for you. Go ahead.
Thanks. What I wanted to say is that from moral perspective, there's different. You can do the same action, but it has different morality based on the circumstances. So someone might dox someone out of the blue without provocation, without reason, and we would generally almost always call this a bad action. But then there might be another circumstance where someone is getting harassed constantly with no recourse behind anonymous accounts, and there is no legal recourse for this. Why is it bad for that person to retaliate in some way?
So, forgive me, he's the victim in this situation? I just want to make sure
He is
that
a
we're...
victim of doxing, and everyone around
Well,
him is a victim
no,
of
I'm talking
doxing.
about the victim of the situation in which we're talking, especially with how he has so much animosity against JStock, which got me
Yeah,
booted from
JStock.
his Taliban.
Yeah,
Because
JStock
I said,
has.
hey, why are y'all promoting doxing material when the rules even say don't dox?
That whole community has been harassing and threatening and doxing his whole staff and friends and anyone who
So, other
associates
than
with him.
JStock being a not good person, right, and showing, hey, this is information on the internet that's being talked about, is that equally the same or comparable to Destiny actively trying to figure out how to dox these people and then booting people from his communities who point out that they are breaking their own rules?
What rules are you breaking?
As I even said, though a strawman example, I got booted from his Taliban community for pointing out that people are doxing, which goes against the rules of the community.
I think the rules are changed now. Is that a problem to you? Can rules not be changed
It's
with new
not the,
circumstances?
it's not an issue of the rules being changed. What I'm trying to focus in conversation with you right now is, how is Destiny a victim of JStock when Destiny is being on the offensive to the point where he's breaking out his own original rules?
How
I
is
don't
he on
know
the
if they've
offensive?
changed.
How
Has he
is he on
not
the
been
offensive?
once again, has he not been actively going after and trying to acquire the doxing material of JStock?
After months of harassment from that whole Discord and their association with Kiwi Farms, with commentary rejects like Quiman and other
I agree
consumers
that
like
these
that.
people are deplorable, but are you telling me that any utilization of Kiwi farms to gain material on another person is harassment?
They're not just gaining information, they're cooperating and sharing, like they're strategizing, um, they're actively encouraging people to dig up information on his associates and his people around him.
Yeah, I've heard Willie Max say that too, but you know, usually when he has a clip to produce, he didn't produce it this time. So I guess what's the evidence that you're describing about
Well,
this?
I can
Because it's a bit conspiratorial, no?
hold on. I can actually speak to at least Queeman in this. Um, I had a issue with my teeth, as most of you know, and I made a GoFundMe for it to raise some money so I could fix it. That took a while, right? Because of stuff that I needed to take care of in my mouth, right, to get that prepared and things like that. There's some reasons why it was taking a while, and I switched dentists a couple times, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But Queeman basically made up a rumor about me that I had stolen the GoFundMe money, that I had absconded with it, that I had pulled a Keffels, if you will. And I know that Queeman engages in these practices because he's done it with me, right? He has actively sent people.
May I ask, is he the source originator or no? Because
Yeah,
I know
he's the
Andrew
one that made
Wilson
this.
also
Yeah.
said that.
He's the one that made the whole hashtag Toothgate and propagated it and sent his people over here, etc. That's all him. Yeah.
Well, then when it comes to
So why
raiding
would he
servers and
like?
whatnot,
So
and
just real
once again,
quick,
like I said, these
just real
people
quick,
being
just real quick,
deplorable.
just real quick, just real
Okay,
quick,
please
just
go.
real quick. So when people are like, "Well, where's the evidence?" I'm the evidence. He's done it to me. And if he did it to me, he'd do it to other people. He did it to Tom, right? Him and that whole community went after tomfoolery like this and just made shit up. They engaged and they went and they coordinated, right? They coordinated together for the purpose of trying to destroy someone, right? They have done this before. This is how they act. This is how they operate. We know this because they continue to do this. To act as ignorant of that at this point, you either A, haven't been following along, which is fair enough, there's a lot there, or B, I think it's willful at this point. They absolutely.
Then let me just
act
say,
like
I even said earlier, from what I do know about these characters, they are already deplorable, and the fact that they're raiding and being assholes about the Toothgate situation is very crappy. It sounds like that they're taking advantage of a situation to gain fame and attention. That's bad. However, in my mind, what's worse is trying to get people's doxing information and somebody even posted it in your freaking thing, but scream about how badly he wants to kill them.
Look,
Do you not think
they
that this is
dox-
having
they-
that
hold on.
horrible and negative effect that we're
They-
describing? Equally so as you said
Do
about
you
Kleeman with the
remember when
tooth.
these people went after Elder Drazi and they put public information, or they put information that he did not want to be public out, and then when people confronted them about this, they were like, "Well, no, it was public information. We could just find it easy, even though he didn't want it out. It's not doxing, gang. Like, this is what they do. They will do exactly what they complain is being done to them." But when they do it, it's okay. And when the other people do it, it's not okay. Now, that's not to say, again, and I think I've made this clear, that what Destiny and his community is doing is okay and like to retaliate. I don't think retaliation is okay either. However, let's not act as if Queeman, especially, is an innocent party. This guy is a known harasser. He's a known doxer. He's a known stalker. He's a known liar. We know this.
I actually think retaliation is perfectly valid. Why should you have anonymity when you're the one who is trying to take anonymity away from other people?
From even what Wick was saying, and like I said, these people being very shitty, it sounds like that they were able to just find, cross, and acquire this information in a similar way that H3H3 did with that Instagram character. Do you have problem with that, Wick?
I don't know what you're talking about with H3.
There's the entire like Hasan community is flipping out about it, but Ethan is H3H3, forgive me, doxed somebody, right? Because he found their public Instagram and showed it on his.
Doxed them, then that's bad. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not doxing.
Can
you explain this, please?
Can you? So what Ethan did was, I think someone was talking like leaving like really nasty comments on Elo's page or something like that on Instagram. So he clicked on his profile and everything, and his information was there. Like it's a public profile with his name and everything. And he's living, it's like going on Facebook and writing to, let's say, Destiny, I will kill you, Zionist, and he clicks on the Facebook profile, but on Instagram. That's the ones on one side of the coin. You have this, and you call this doxing. I don't think so. But let's compare with what happened to Willie Mack and his fiance and his wife. Do you think it was the same process to get his real name, to get her full name, to get their wedding invitations, to make a video about it, and with plausible deniability, censor just part of the image, pretending that you are censoring everything?
The same plausible deniability of just claiming that those others that you already have issue with due to conversation on Twitter are the ones that are doxing Willie without evidence. But then equally so, we know that Bad Empanada did dox him, and who is publishing and showing that off to then gain access to his enemies? Fucking Destiny.
Bad Empanada.
Like, holy shit, once again, we're going back. We're going back to, it's not just hey, we're acquiring information and being really shitty, but now it's, hey, I'm actively doing this horrible action because I feel slighted.
Bad Empanada literally doxed Willie and did all that. What are you talking about?
Because you were just promoting about how it was like Queeman and J-Stock and all these other people.
No, you're saying that it is equivalent. You're saying that it is equivalent what is being done to like the Destiny orbit to what they are doing to the other side. And I'm telling you, it's nowhere near the same, because when you gave the example of H3H3 clicked on a random hater that is using his public profile to harass his wife and his family. that is not the same as Bad Empanada going on like full internet hackerman crusade against him and his wife and finding their wedding, potentially putting them in danger during their wedding day. It's like night and day.
Well, yeah, I was kind of showing, and that's why I highlighted with Destiny. And forgive me, because I thought differently of the H3 situation. I thought it was a cross-link where he said, oh,
No.
here's this account, it's linked to this, so let me click to that. Oh, all of his information is right there. Which, as I even said, if it was the cross-link situation that Queeman did in JStock or whomever, as, Wick was describing, they're shitty and crappy for doing that. It's different than actively going and utilizing your community and then being, acting hypocritically to then do this action.
So first of all, if I'm pretty sure there was no cross-linking, if that's the same situation we're talking about, first of all. And second of all, you are trying to somehow put more blame on people retaliating against a community that has been engaging in vile behavior without provocation. That you're saying that the retaliation against this is somehow worse.
I'm not. I'm saying that
no,
he is going on the offense because he feels slighted that JStock is hosting and discussing and going online, talking to Cherry and doing all this shit that upsets his feelings.
How are you saying it upsets his feelings when?
Because it's very clear when he goes on a tirade of his Discord that he clears of how badly he wants to go after JStock and even saying he wants to kill them.
So if
that's an issue.
$5 just real quick. I gotta make a little money, gang. And gang, I don't want to become the slump guy. I don't want to become the drama shit. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. We'll go with it for a little bit, but I'm getting bored. $5 from Cyclo to say, ask this guy. If they consistently harass and there is no legal recourse and the police don't do shit, what do they do? I'm assuming that's to you.
Okay, no legal recourse and the police don't do shit. What do they do? Like the individuals in these communities?
Well, I guess what he's asking, as I understand it, say every day you have a group of people that are doxing you or trying to dox you, and they're trying to harass you. They come in, they harass you. You report it to the authorities, you report it to the mod teams, you report it to whoever. No one does anything about it. Are you, in your opinion, supposed to just take it? At what point do you start fighting back?
You don't, and you let it die by letting it die in silence. Like, that's why I find it hilarious. Can you please let me finish? That's why I find it hilarious, because the biggest person keeping Hasan alive is Destiny. Because he just won't let him die and stop talking about him. For God's sakes, the biggest reason why I know so much about Hasan is Destiny.
Hold on, doesn't Hasan have delusional. Like 50,000 viewer live streams? Like, isn't Hasan
on Twitch? How popular is he on YouTube?
He's also popular on Twitter, on TikTok. He has even YouTube channels.
Well, yes, because just as we were talking about of the issue of extremism and whatnot, where do you think they most likely fester?
I don't
Twitter,
know what you mean.
Reddit, so, these communities that allow and promote and, kind of like softly introduce into other communities extreme ideals. I mean, literally, Hasan got popular because of Destiny. Are you stupid?
In the year
what the fuck are you saying?
In the year 2025, why is Hasan popular right now?
Because he continuously promotes terrorism, and his fucking Destiny continuously attacks him. That makes wonderful clips for Twitter.
Easy question for you to determine if you are actually for the asylum. If tomorrow Destiny disappears, he goes into witness protection, disappears. You're saying that Hasan will become irrelevant?
No, I'm saying that he would lose relevancy because those that don't get attention die. Die off, not literally die.
You're saying that he will be like half as important as he is now.
Forgive me, isn't that what happened with that one crazy guy who made a 50-page docs about who Destiny sleeps with? That nobody talked to him and now he's, castigated to the edges of social media? So what the fuck are you talking about?
Mr. Girl
Yeah,
with
Mr.
Hasan?
Girl. Nobody fucking
Bro,
talks to him because he went
where do you find
crazy
these
and got
people?
ousted. Like,
Wick, I want the moderator to give opinion. Do you think if Destiny disappeared tomorrow, Hasan will follow the fate of
course
Mr.
not.
Girl?
Hasan has a whole team behind him. He gets on NPR. He gets on CNN. He has a lot of journalists that prop him up and give him attention.
did I
Thank
say
you.
that
Thank
he
you.
would die or that he would lose relevancy and eventually
don't
die?
think he
Kind
would
of
lose
like how he was
relevance.
the largest streamer on Twitch and is now getting beat by Asmongold, who's kind of fucking stupid, no?
Do you think he will lose any relevance, Wick?
Would he lose any relevance? I don't
Like,
think so. I think that he'd
significant.
just be free to. What I think would happen is him and Asmongold would go at it, and they would flip farm each other, and that would be that.
I think this is somewhat delusional if you cannot see a big
Hold on,
issue.
DJ, how many viewers does Asmongold get? Like 100,000 a stream? Like he's huge, isn't he?
I'm saying it is a bit delusional to think that one of the biggest characters being, who is so inflamed against that it garners attention to is Destiny with
Bro,
Hasan.
you have Destiny derangement syndrome. Everything around you revolves around Destiny. Even Hasan.
No, because it was literally we need to oust these people, just like we should with Mike from PA, just like we should from Hasan. We should do the same with Destiny. From the left.
Rationalizing reasons to kick Destiny.
I'm not. It
out
sounds
of
like you weren't
social
listening
circles.
originally when you were here.
No, I'm listening perfectly. So you tried the docs thing, it doesn't work. You're trying now to say that the reason Hasan is popular is Destiny.
How did the docs thing not work? Because it absolutely did. It just sounds like you don't understand because you don't want to.
When someone is attacking you and attacking everyone around you, and it's attacking
so once again, how is Destiny the victim in this situation? As I said earlier, that you never answered. You can if you answer the question.
Yes, I'll explain how Destiny is a victim in this situation. So you have a whole anonymous community that is constantly coordinating harassment campaigns against not only him, not only people around him directly, not only people who talk to him online, but people who mention him online and don't immediately condemn him are also threatened, doxxed, and harassed until they anathemize him completely.
So what was the harassment campaign that these people did? Let me finish. What was the harassment campaign that these people did that made Destiny?
Before you interrupt.
He's literally monologuing without getting to the point. Because what did these people do? No, you didn't. What was the action? That they were talking about how Destiny did some fuck shit with Pixie? Where, hey, even though it may not be a win in Pixie's case, he's still a crappy person and they talked about it? This is fucking ridiculous.
Just real quick, Van. Hold on, just real quick, Van. What did Ukrainian Anna do that required Ryle Kittenhouse to say that she should be raped?
I don't know because isn't Ryle Kittenhouse a massive Twitter guy?
With a woman or a man? Did she engage in any sex pestery? Did she engage in any doxing behavior?
I don't know. It sounds more like the animosity of what is a lackey for J-Stock and who perceives somebody being a lackey for Destiny.
What I'm asking this for, the reason I'm asking is because she has been a victim of this harassment campaign that they have engaged in, right? Because she is associated with Destiny. So when this gentleman here, DRT0, says that these people engage and attack people who are even just associated around Destiny, this is one example of him being just correct.
Which literally was initiated, like I said, when they simply started discussing the Destiny Pixie situation that started the fallout, where Destiny was going after these people's information. So how is he a victim of harassment in this case? Now, to the degree in which you describe of, this woman in Destiny's community versus Ryle Kittenhouse, sounds like the fallout of those who perceive their internet war.
Bro,
do you disagree with that?
I disagree. So you're
I'm
saying
asking
that
Wick.
Oh, I was only half listening. Can you repeat?
That what this is, that what we're seeing now of the woman that you described being attacked by
Ukrainian.
Kyle, yeah, her being attacked by the Ryle Kent House character
Yeah.
is because it is the end abouts of what we see of an internet war and not the trigger in which we are describing and talking.
The trigger. What do you think the trigger is in this?
It was these small communities talking about Destiny and Pixie situation.
And you think that this is what?
That is what ultimately started this massive fallout.
Does it matter what started it? At the end of the day,
Apparently so, because this is what
if it matters
deems
what
to
started
Destiny
it,
being a victim and how he is then allowed to take the offense,
I disagree
as
with the
DRTO
caller.
is
I
describing.
disagree with
No,
DRTO
no.
that allows him to engage in the same kind of practices. I don't think that's right, and I don't think he should be doing that. I think that's wrong of him to do so. DRT0 and I disagree on this. But to act as if these people are being attacked are just simply innocents that aren't engaging in the exact same fucking behavior is laughable, honestly, to me. They're both
The reason
engaging in the shittery, okay?
the reason I said that it's not the reason I said it's retaliation, and it's, in my opinion, justified retaliation, is not because they were talking about the Pixie situation. This is not the reason Destiny is. This is not the harassment. The harassment is everyone around him being threatened, being doxxed, even regardless of the Pixie situation. Just mentioning Destiny in a positive manner without starting, without saying he's a bad person or anything like that, is enough to get you doxxed on Kiwi farms. Look at what happened to Hutch. He didn't talk about the Pixie situation like Ukrainian Anna, even though it's completely ridiculous to say that Ukrainian Anna talking about mentioning offhand that situation makes her a part of some holy war. Regardless of that, Hutch didn't do that, and he still got supremely harassed by that filth. So when everyone around you is getting done that to them, put yourself in that situation. If everyone you talk to who doesn't spit on you is like being harassed and gets threatened to get their lives ruined, wouldn't you retaliate? Wouldn't you think you have some moral authority to retaliate in that situation?
No. It would
Then
actually
you
the
don't have
moral
morals.
authority.
Then you don't
No,
have
the
morals.
moral.
Sorry.
You freaking idiot. The moral. What you would do as the moral authority, especially being the larger platform, would be to move on or make jokes as he did in the past, not take the offensive and push his communities to dox people. What the hell are you on?
Platform size doesn't matter. This is asymmetric warfare. You have people who are anonymous versus person who has his name and face, and everyone he associates with have their name and faces. So you're putting you're saying that somehow because he's a big channel, he should allow everyone around him to get their lives ruined. This is ridiculous. If you were the big channel and everyone around you was getting their lives ruined because of something you did, you would also retaliate.
No. Once
Here's
again,
what I think should happen.
you would be the bigger man.
Here's what I think should happen. Trump should federalize the police to occupy the internet, basically. DGG and all these other communities should be sat on, and all of it should be demilitarized. Okay, gang? That's what I think should happen. Is there anything? Look, I think this has gone on long enough. Thank you guys for calling in.
Can I say one final thing?
One final thing. Go ahead.
Check out my channel if you enjoy this convo. I'm trying to grow it.
Check him out, gang. I guess.
Can I do one speculation?
Do the one speculation real quick. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that guy is in those servers. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Maybe someday we'll find him there.
See you later, buddy.
See you later.